What's up, guys? I'm going to be doing a series of shorter videos where I take some complicated health topics and condense them down into smaller, easier, manageable videos that hopefully provide some use to you. So if you like these videos, consider subscribing for more content and giving them video a like so it can get spread around and more people can have access to this information. If you would like to understand more about these topics or to work with me or to get a free consultation, you can find all the necessary info in the description below. So for the last 3.5 years, I've been traveling to many different countries around the world and living in different climates and having access to different kinds of food and different time zones and different stresses. It can be quite a challenge to stay relatively lean in your home turf with your own environment, but with traveling makes it an extra level harder. And during these 3.5 years, I've managed to maintain a relatively muscular and lean physique throughout this time. Now, there are many other principles that are really important to this, but in this video, I'm going to break down nutrition principles and primarily 3 principles that I follow to maintain this. There are general principles that can apply to everybody. When it comes to nutrition, nutrition is really individual and very specific, and there is a lot of factors to consider: genetics, history, environment, stresses, age, sex, goals, body composition, chronic health diseases, etc. The list is very long, and that's why it's very important to work with a nutrition coach who knows how to check and measure and balance all of these factors. But there are 3 principles that anyone can follow if they want to maintain a lean, muscular physique. Principle number 1 would be to eat whole foods. A whole food is anything that comes directly from nature, something like fruit or meat or vegetables. These are whole foods, minimally processed foods. These foods keep you full. They have a lot more nutrients in them. If you think of terms of calories, which I hate to do, which most people do, 1,000 calories of pizza and chips and chocolate is very different to 1,000 calories of fruit and meat. When you eat food, you don't just take on the calories, but you also take on the energy of that food. Processed food is dead energy. It's not alive. It doesn't have anything to give your body. It doesn't keep you satiated. It triggers all the wrong hormones, and it starts to trigger you to become addicted to highly palatable food. So it's really changing the biology, the biochemistry of your body, and ultimately the biorhythms. So stick to eating whole foods as much as possible. Principle number 2 would be to prioritize protein-rich foods. Protein, of course, supports muscle growth. Protein raises your metabolism over time. Protein is highly satiating. It's very difficult to overeat. If I gave you 4 steaks and told you to eat them, you probably wouldn't be able to eat all of them because it's very difficult to overeat. Protein keeps you a lot fuller for longer. Protein is the fundamental building block of everything in your body. Everything requires protein to be made. Now, the quality of protein is also very important, but that's more for another video. Protein has also got the highest thermic effect, which means it takes a lot of calories to burn protein, to digest, to assimilate, to absorb it. So you are using a lot of calories to eat and digest protein. And then principle number 3 is lower meal frequencies. We tend to be consuming all day long. It's very easy to crack open a bag of chips and snack between meals. And this keeps spiking insulin. This keeps spiking a lot of the digestive hormones, and the body never really gets a chance to relax and to deal with the food. Digestion is a very complicated process, and it takes a lot of energy to digest. So lower meal frequencies. People like to talk about intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating. It's the same thing. I personally have been doing intermittent fasting for about 6 years, and it is something I will do for the rest of my life. I've definitely gained the most benefits from it, not just in terms of lowering body fat, but also in terms of nutrient absorption, mental clarity, the health of your body, the health of your cells. Intermittent fasting is something I always do. You can also reduce your meal frequencies, as in like how many meals you eat a day. You know, a lot of people say like 5, which is way too many. I'm a big fan of between 1 to 3. If you could get it down to 1, you would definitely stay very lean if you do that. So avoid snacking and lower your meal frequencies. I don't like to micromanage my diet. I don't like to count calories. I don't like to overthink these things. I like things that are very easy to follow. I love to enjoy my meals. I like to get excited for food and really just sit down and enjoy what I'm about to eat without overthinking it and weighing out the pros and the cons. So if you stick to these very simple guidelines, you'll definitely find it a lot easier to maintain a lean and muscular physique. I hope you enjoyed the video and it was of some use to you. If you liked it, give it a like, give it a share it around so other people can benefit from it. And I'll talk to you soon.